Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited because I've been meaning to dive into this for the longest time, and I think it's about time we finally dive into TAEYEON's Killing Voice. I've dove into AILY, I've done IU, I've done Mamamoo, I've done G-Idol, I've done Exit. I've done so many different Killing Voices, but I know this one is one of the most iconic ones. I just had never gotten a chance to react to it, and I think that now is the perfect time. I love her vocals so much. I know only a couple songs from her that I've seen floating around in the K-pop world since I've been since I've been a massive fan for about 4 years now. So I'm really excited to dive into. So really discovered more music from her that I just haven't had time to look into. The only one I really know is INVU, because that's like one of the first reactions I ever reacted to when I started this channel. So yeah, so I'm excited to dive into this. I don't want to waste any more time, so let's do this, guys. Here we go. Hello everybody, I'm here to interrupt this reaction video to give a real quick shout out to my Patreon. If you guys love the content I'm posting over on my YouTube channel, you just want to show some extra support to me as a content creator in general, then my Patreon is exactly the best way to do that. So if you want to check out some of the shows that I have over there for you guys, such as animes like Jujutsu Kaisen, and K-dramas / K-shows such as Singles Inferno Season 2, then head on over there and pick whatever tier floats your boat, whichever one will be best for you in terms of whatever content you know you will enjoy. And if you do that, I will greatly appreciate that, and it would mean the absolute world to me. So head on over to patreon.com/TYLRreacts, and hopefully I'll see you guys over there soon. Alright, let's get back to the reaction video. Here we go. Hi, Taeyeon.
안녕하세요. 가수 태연입니다. 반갑습니다. 네, 킬링보이스를 너무너무 좋아하는 팬으로서 여기에 나오게 돼서 너무너무 행복하고요. 이제 제 거 계속 돌려볼 것 같아요.
I love it.
네, 자, 제가 그동안 활동해왔던 곡들 그리고 숨어있던 명곡들 오늘 들려드리도록 하겠습니다.
Ooh,
첫
hidden
번째
masterpieces.
곡부터
Okay.
주시죠.
Let's do it.
빛을 쏟는 sky 그 아래선 꿈꾸듯이 fly
Wow. Wow, I love this. Who would have thought we would get some like rock or something like that? I guess it's more rock than anything from Taeyeon of all people. Like just the vocal powerhouse that she is, for her to be doing rock on like her first mini album ever back in 2015 is so freaking awesome. I love that. And also, I don't know who it's featuring. I can't tell as it's like Bobo Jean 2 or something like that. I'm sorry, I have no idea who that is, and my Korean's so rough that I'm still not able to read Korean very well. But whoever it's featuring, I'm very intrigued now to see like this whole song, and possibly I might have to do a reaction to this or just listen to it on my own or whatever the case may be. But this is awesome. I'm loving this. This is just phenomenal. Oh, that's cool. Those backing vocals are sick. They're like almost like choir chants. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that before. Just like, okay, and cut the music. I'm done. Next one. That was way too short. I wanted to hear more of that. I was wanting to hear like the chorus all over again. That's an amazing song. I hear that in full. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay. Oh, this is from SM Station. Okay, cool. Yeah.
텅 빈 회색 뒷거린 참 허전해 쓸쓸한 기분에 유리창을 열어 내민 두 손 위로 떨어진
It's kind of given like a, almost like a jazz mixed with pop feels. It's cool. I like it.
나의 맘에 흘러 왠지 네가 보고픈 밤 차오르는 눈물 떠오르는 나의 맘속 비가 오면 내리는 기억에 번지는 아픔에 흠뻑 쏟아지는 너를 보다 선명했던 그 시간에 멈춘 채 추억에 젖은 채 아름다웠던 너를 그려 in the rain. Ooh, rain.
Wow.
Ooh, dreaming in the rain.
Wow. That was awesome. I like that one a lot. What's next?
다음 곡은 11대 11
11 to 11. Okay.
들려드릴게요.
Ooh, yeah.
It's 11:11 오늘이 한 칸이 채 안 남은 그런 시간 우리 소원을 빌며 웃던 그 시간 별게 다 널 떠오르게 하지 네 맘 끝자락처럼 차가운 바람
yeah.
온통
Bring that
네가
nice little kick. That's
불어봐.
nice. Let's go.
이 시간이 전부 지나고 나면 이별이
Oh my gosh.
끝났을
The thing that's so incredible about Taeyeon and her vocals is that she's got such an elegant voice, but she also just has such great power and control. Like that, just that little movement right there. That yeah. Like obviously, I'm not very good because I have no chance that I could even normally sing as good as her. If I could even really class myself as a singer. But anyways, just that little run there alone, just like the control she has is just impeccable, and it really shows that like she's a seasoned idol with just incredible talent. I mean, like at this point in time with her, even it being like 2016. I mean, what we got, Girls' Generation, what debuted in. Oh geez, I couldn't even remember now. It's been a while since I did some GG reactions, but anyways, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's like early on, like 2013 or something like that area. So at this point in time, she's already been into the game for about 3 years when this song came out. So at this point, when she's recording this, she's even more older. I don't know when this was released, but at this point in time right here, she's probably in her late 20s maybe. So she's been around for even longer. So like you can just tell how just talented and well seasoned she is. I keep saying that word, I'm sorry, but like it's the best way of putting it in terms of like how good she really is. And her voice just it's like she sings to your soul. It's incredible.
널 다 잊었을까 모든 게 자리를 찾아서 떠나가고 넌 내 모든 걸 갖고서 떠나도 내 맘은 시계 속에 두 바늘처럼 같은 곳을 두고 맴돌기만 해 나나나나나나나
Yeah. I love that one a lot. That's straight vibes right there. So it's called Blue. This is a little bit more recent. Oh, well, I say that, and that's now over like probably like 6-7 years ago. Surprisingly. No, sorry, Mark 6. Sorry, yeah, 6, 5 or 6. Never mind. I love the way she's carrying that out. It's really cool. Ooh, I love that so much. That gave me little chills. Wow. Ooh. She has a little bit of some deep tones there coming in too. She's got a really wide vocal range, I feel like. It's like, trust me, I've heard her do the highs before, so we know she can do that. And she's got a nice little, like, beautiful, like, little, like, resting head voice. And then, like, she's got this, like, nice little lower tone coming in that I didn't really know. I think that's more like a tenor. I think is what I don't know the vocal language very well. I really want to learn it more because I do react to a lot of singers and stuff. It would be nice for me to be able to tap into that a little bit for the channel. But like, I mean, for her to tap into her like lower register like that and still sound so flawless, that is amazing. That is freaking sick, man. She is so talented. Wait, actually, let's go back a little bit. I want to hear her just flip into that low tone again. That's so fucking cool. Wow. I want more. No, I want more.
다음 곡은요. 내래 김종원 선배님께서 선물로 주신 곡입니다.
Oh, okay.
타임랩스 들려드릴게요.
Oh, this is off her first album. Okay, cool. Ooh. Ooh, that was nice. Oh, wow. Ooh, mixing that with the guitar. I like that.
주신 곡입니다. 타임랩스 들려드릴게요.
Oh, that's so cool. I could absolutely remix this. Oh, straight chills. Oh my god, so many chills.
분위기를 살짝.
That was way too short. That was way too short. That was way too short. That's like my favorite one so far. I mean, that was absolutely insane. Like, honestly, that little part, I could literally take that, flip it into like some kind of melody, and make the most coolest, most epic like EDM remix of that, which I might honestly consider doing. I'm not gonna lie, because I mean, I could just make a hell of a sick remix out of that. Oh my god. Oh, I could hear. It would have to be like super like chill house or something like that, or like maybe like really chill like maybe trance or something like that. I'm not sure, but oh my god, it'd be so freaking cool. I'm about to experiment with that. That's my favorite one so far. I have to remember that one for sure. I need to hear all that song, please. Oh my god, so good. What the heck?
행복한 노래 들려드릴게요.
Oh, a happy song. Okay. Oh, it's literally called Happy. I see what you did there, girl. I see what you did. Ooh. Yeah. It's very interesting how the production is almost kind of not really the polar opposite, but very almost like the way it is very not like I don't know how to describe it. It's not that it's like not happy. Like the production is not like super dark, but like that heavy, that dun 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 is very interesting. Like mixing there, like almost I feel like you'd almost like want like a warmer bass or something like that for like a song called Happy. But it's funny because it's like it's very just like very kind of hard hitting production with that bum bum bum. Kind of like deep and gnarly like bass sound and whatnot. So it's interesting how like they use that for like a song called Happy. Like I feel like Happy you'd want it to be a little bit more up and poppy kind of sounding, So very interesting choice there. I mean, it's still a great song. I love it. I'm loving every second of this one. But the production choice is very interesting. If you ask me, That's a little better, yeah. Ooh! I'm happy now because I'm watching you sing, girl.
2021년 여름을 강타했던 띵곡.
Ooh, I miss this. I'm sad. Ooh! Okay. Oh, yeah. I can see why this is a hit in the summer. This is so summer vibes. This is amazing. Let's go. That was awesome. I love that one.
놀토에서 태연이 활약하면 나오는 바로 그 노래.
Okay.
이제 타이밍이야. 눈 뜰 새벽이야. 불태를 깨워. 더 타올라라. 후후후후. 꺼지지 않게. 불띠 붉은 채. 더 크게
Yeah,
떠줘. 지금 가장 뜨거운 내 안에 작고 작은 불티야 불티야 꺼지지 말고 피어나 불티야 불티야 새벽을 훨훨 날아가 불티야 불티야 춤추듯도 몸을 살라 새 불티야 불티야 꺼지지 말고 피어나.
That was really cool. That was really well done. Bringing in like the flashing red in the background there with just a straight up black background really matched well, I feel like, with the way that the song came into that, like, very much like a crowd interaction, like, the clapping like that, part. Like, I feel like that, like, live is like, just like that would be so freaking cool to be a part of. And like, this was part of her second album too, like, I mean, I didn't realize like how much stuff was actually put out from her. Like, I mean, I know she was part of Girls' Generation, and she's been a solo artist now for a long time. So I guess because I didn't become a fan of K-pop until 2020, at least a full-time fan will say. I guess I had no idea how much stuff she's released. I had no idea. Like, I mean, I guess also I didn't really know that much about Girls' Generation and whatnot. I didn't really know the members and whatnot. I think I'd always seen like the name of like a TAEYEON floating around. I just had no idea it was like TAEYEON as in like TAEYEON from like a Girls' Generation, I guess. So, but I do want to say also, like, I love the versatility she has. Like, I love how we started off with like the rock, and then like the next song was very like jazz pop influence, and then we've had some like very like almost like poppy, like happy kind of stuff and whatnot, and we had the summer vibes one like that we just got that she was mentioning, and and then a couple like little like just like the piano guitar like kind of more like the slow like ballady almost type songs. So like the versatility of this woman is absolutely incredible, and every song just slaps and it hits hard, and whether it's in your feels or like hits hard like as in it gets you energized, whatever you want to say, she's just got it. She's just a queen, and she knows how to make hits. Oh my gosh, girl, sheesh, you're so good. Oh, damn. Now we're really bringing it up. Okay.
복잡한 밤이 기대 반장난 너를 불러내 날 데리러 내게 기대 생각해 궁금해 적당한 거리란 건 뭘까 cause this isn't true.
Oh, that was so cool. She floated that so nicely.
My honey, my daisy. What do I call you? 남이잖아. 이름이 역시 무난할까? 그렇게 꼭 껴안았는데. So what do I call you now?
One other thing I want to say, I'm sorry, I'm pausing a little bit here, a little bit more than I've been pausing, but just want to give her a little quick shout out here for her amazing breath control there. Like you can see like very much so like in between each part of those verses, or I guess the parts of that verse that she breathes, but she makes it seem so natural. It's like da 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 da. So it's like it makes it seem like it's almost like she's piecing the pieces together. It would be so, I feel like it wouldn't like feel right for her to be like da 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 da, and just basically like silence there and whatnot. The breathiness almost adds a nice little effect to the actual singing that she's doing. So and it's cool because like it gives you that ability to just kind of breathe in a little bit, get some more oxygen to keep the song going and whatnot, rather than having to like take breaks in between like actually singing, because she's singing this live, so it's like she doesn't have the ability to like like she's not in the studio where like when she's recording this stuff she can like take little breaks here and there and whatnot and like re-sing parts and stuff. She's doing this completely live, so she has to like use her breath control well to be able to make sure that she's like singing like everything so like smooth and very like flowy, and so it's not like harsh cuts and whatnot. So like she's phenomenal at that. I mean, I would expect nothing less from her because she's so talented and just like so experienced at this point in her life. So it's like should be actually absolutely natural to her, but you know what I mean, like it's very important to like put those breath placements in the right spots, and she's killing it. So major shout out to her for that. Oh my gosh.
제가 정말 수많은 OST를
Ooh, an
불렀는데요.
OST, yes.
그 중에서 몇 곡 들려드리도록 하겠습니다.
She's the queen of OST, so I'm expecting amazingness right now. Let's go.
언제부터인지 그대를 보면 운명이라고 느꼈던 걸까. 밤하늘에 별이 빛난 것처럼 오랫동안 내 곁에 있어요. 그대라는 시간 난 떠오를 때마다 외워두고 싶어. 그댈 기억할 수 있게. 슬픈 밤이 오면 내가 그대를 지켜줄게. 내 마음 들려오나요? 잊지 말아요.
Wow, what an interesting concept there. The idea of like her saying like, I want to write a poem called You, and I want to memorize it so I can always think of you. That is so cool. Like, because the reason why that's so genius in a way is because when you write something like a poem and like poetry, it's something you can almost memorize, and then if you memorize it, it's always going to be in your head. So in a way, it's almost saying like, I don't want to ever forget you. So in order to do that, I'm gonna basically create something that I have to memorize or that I want to memorize, and then that way I can never forget about you. Because if you just try to think about a person, sometimes you just it's easy to forget about that person sometimes. If it's almost like it's like she's almost taking the idea of like getting somebody stuck in your head and not being able to stop thinking about them and personifying it into the idea of a written poem in a way. So like she's almost saying like, for me to stop and for me to never stop thinking about you, I'm gonna write a poem titled "You," so that way I will never stop thinking about you. I will never stop thinking about you. I won't forget you. It's a very interesting way of like basically saying like I got you stuck in my mind, and I don't want to ever forget about you. I don't want to ever leave you in a way. So a very gorgeous writing. Oh my gosh, I don't know if she wrote that because it's an OST, but she did. Holy shiesties, girl. What's the next one? So we're just going right into the next one. I love it. Oh my. Wow. Wow. You're welcome. Ooh. Okay.
사계절이 와 그리고 또 떠나
Yeah.
내 겨울을 주고 또 여름도 주었던 온 세상이던 널 보낼래 정말 너를 사랑했을까
Oh, wow.
언제야 봄이던가
Ooh.
맞아 그땐
This production is incredible.
셰익스피어의 연극 같은 마지막이 될 사랑 마주한 듯 둘밖에 안 보였나 봐 다른 걸 좀 보고파
Oh.
I gave you the world 너만이 전부라 내 겨울을 주고 또 여름도 주었지 뜨겁고 차갑던 그 계절에 정말 너를 사랑했을까 내가 너를 사랑했을까 내가 너를 사랑했을까
Wow. No way. That was awesome. I love that one. That was cool. That's one of my favorite vocal melodies that she's done so far. And the production is like so interesting. I mean, the percussion in that song is so like it bounces around like the actual beat of the song, like so like it's like it's on the cusp of not being in rhythm, but it's like it is. It's like they're throwing in that like fourth beat every once in a while. It's like a it's almost like kind of like delayed a little bit in a way where it's like they delayed it to like fit in that last like beat or I guess kick I should say to like kind of throw you almost not really throw you off but like kind of like get you on the edge of your seat like oh there it is, oh there's the kick, okay, You know, I don't know how else to describe it. I guess it's hard to describe when you with me being a musician and whatnot. It's hard for me to describe exactly like how it makes you feel. It's almost like, you know, it's like I said, it's like that kick coming in a little bit delayed is like, okay, there it is. There it is. Wait for it. Okay, there it is. Like, and it's almost like making you wonder, like, is it in rhythm? Yes. No. Yes. No. You know, and then as you listen, you're like, okay, yes, it is in rhythm. You know, it's a very interesting rhythm. It's very different, but it works and it's freaking awesome. And it just keeps you on the edge of your seat when you're listening to the song. And like, I mean, this is probably another one of my favorites. I mean, I really love this one, and the other one that I can't remember from the very beginning that I mentioned, I really like a lot. At this point, I love all of them, but like some of them are like really hit me hard. And I mean, that's just usually how it is for my Killing Voice like reactions. Usually, there's like I mean, it's very rare that like every song will like be like my favorite, but like but it's like for some reason like there's songs that even I say like I'm not like they're not like my favorite, but they'll still come back around in my head. So it's like, I guess technically they all end up being my favorite one way or another. I think it also kind of depends on my mood. Like sometimes maybe I'm not in the mood for the ballads, you know. Sometimes maybe I'm more in the mood for like the poppy stuff. Maybe sometimes I'm in the mood for more of like the rock side, like what she did with the very first song, you know. So I think it depends also on like the mood and stuff. I feel like you guys probably relate too. Like, you know, sometimes there's times where I'm sure you guys are like more in like maybe like a hip hop mood, or you're more in like a EDM style like K-pop group, or you're more into like more of like a sing-songy one, you know, like without the raps and stuff, you know, or whatnot, or you know what I mean. I think you guys probably know what I'm talking about, you know. But anyways, we're at 15:26, and I think we have about maybe 3 more songs to go. 4 more songs, I think. So we're almost done, which is really sad because I don't want this to be over. I'm loving this so much. It's like having a little mini concert from Taeyeon. It's amazing. Sorry, I'm freaking out.
다음 곡은 정규 2집의
Ooh, a B-side. Okay.
수록곡인 Gravity라는 곡인데요.
I'm still waiting for
정말
INVU.
좋아하는
It's such a good
곡입니다.
song. I love that one so much. What's really funny is like even the way she breathes out like that is so elegant too. Like she's so elegant about everything she does. I love it.
위태롭던 내게 난 gravity
What?
방황하던 날 강렬하게 이끈 힘
Ooh.
외로운 시간들을 지나 드디어 제자리를 찾아
How is this a B-side? This gives freaking title track vibes immediately.
위태롭던 내게 난 gravity
Ooh. Oh, girl, the vocal control. Holy shit. Ooh, I like that. If you listen very carefully, there's a little like a sound in the background that's really cool. Nice little touch in there too. Yeah, very subtle but really nice touch. Love that. You get some water, girl. Take your time. Yes!
2022년
Finally!
정규 3집이 나옵니다.
Yes! I
드디어
love this song so much.
타이틀곡인 INVU 들려드릴게요. 많이 사랑해주세요.
Oh, I love it, girl. I love it since the time you released it.
So I can love you even though I do 밀어내봐도 난 너를 못 이겨
Oh, so many chills all of a sudden. Oh my god.
넌 반짝이는 irony So I envy you I envy you
I want to learn that so badly. I couldn't do it. Okay, so is it INVU? That's what it must be. So it's okay. That's okay. Why can't I not learn this like 2 years ago when I did this the first time? So it's just literally INVU. V, and then bring it together for you. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. I remember watching that music video reaction. You can see my music video reaction for the song. I was freaking out about that. I wanted to learn it so badly. I think if I remember correctly, I think I did that reaction with my best friend Adam, who you probably, if you've been a long time fan of the channel, you know exactly who he is. I think we did that reaction together, if I remember correctly. And I remember both of us freaking out about how good the song was. And it's like actually one of my first songs to ever surpass like, you know, single digit numbers into like, you know, I think it got to like 12,000 or something like that views. Or sorry, yeah, 12,000 views or more. And that was like freaked me out when I first started the channel. This was literally like my I think 6th like reaction video I ever did. And I was freaking out that I got even like 12,000 views. Now I've gotten like videos now up to 50 to 100,000 views. So it's like seems like nothing now like compared to back then. But like back then I was freaking out about views like that, you know. So oh my gosh, I'm sorry. This is such a good song. Let's keep going.
아파도 못 멈춰. So when you leave, please make it easy.
Oh, it's so good.
'Cause I envy you. Ooh.
Yes, this is such a good part. Come on, girl, get it. Oh. INVU. That is the power of freaking TAEYEON. The vocal control there to do that is nuts. You have to have so much control over your breathing abilities to pull that off. And to be able to pull, like she's got to control her breath to do that, and be able to pull up the notes like she's doing, all in one breath. Like that is just mind blowing. Oh my gosh, guys! I don't think unless of you like have like any knowledge on like singing and whatnot, and like vocal control, I don't think you guys realize how absolutely incredibly difficult that is. Because like trying to do something like that, you're gonna eventually run out of breath if you don't get like a good if you don't have like really good, because like. The biggest thing with like singing, honestly, that people don't really probably realize is like a lot of that is like breathing control. So like when you do like vocal training and whatnot, there's always honestly a lot of times there's a breathing exercise people do, you know, and like sometimes like people will like literally like practice like holding their breath underwater to really help build like that stamina for one thing, and also that breath control that you need to be able to sing so well, you know. So it's like I think 9% of like being able to sing is not only just knowing how like to like control your own vocals and find what works for you, but also the breath control. Like, oh my gosh, let's just go back and watch this again, guys. Let's just envy. INVU. Okay, sorry. Let's just envy how much she is just a monster with these vocal control and breathing techniques. Oh my god. Let's go to like here. I think this would be a good spot. Right there, breath. No breathing. No breath. Now she takes a breath. Again. That's insane.
감사합니다. 네, 마지막 곡이고요.
No, I want more. Oh, going back to the first video. Okay.
생각나는 곡입니다.
Oh, that's cute.
유아라는 곡 들려드릴게요. 오랫동안 내 마음엔 구름 가득 비가 내려 따스한 햇살 비추길 간절히 바랬죠. 어깨를 적신 빗방울도 마르면 나만 홀로 남겨질 너무나도 두려웠죠. 그댄 빛처럼 비긴 뒤처럼 내 마음에 떠오르죠. 이렇게
로나.
내게 내린 빛과 you are 너무 고운 꿈과 일곱 빛으로 온 세상을 더 아름답게 물들여 언제나
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you are.
I'm speechless.
You are. 감사합니다. 근데 그냥 가기 너무너무 아쉬워서 정말 마지막 곡 한 곡만 더 들려드리고 갈게요.
Yay! What we get?
여러분이 라이브로 몹시 듣고 싶어 하셨던 곡입니다. 너를 그리는 시간 들려드릴게요.
Oh,
클라이막스만 들려드릴게요.
okay.
수없이 새로운 날이 두렵지 않게 더 깊어갈 모든 순간 바라봤던 날 그려봐온 널 더 긴 밤 꿈에 날린 고운 그 빛 따라걷다 우연히
Oh my god.
알아봤던 건 눈물 나게 따스해 유리창을 따라 내린 투명한 빗방울도
Oh my
지금 내
god.
맘에 젖어든 그대 밤하늘 별빛처럼 셀 수 없이 그려봐 널 안아봐 널 낮은 빗소리에 잠에서 깨 더 깊이 잠든 널 바라볼 때 이런 떨림 감사합니다.
What? Okay, bye. I don't want you to leave, but I understand you have to leave because you can't sing for the whole entire day, I guess. What? I don't think I've ever gotten so many chills from a Killing Voice reaction. Or I guess video. What do I even say to that, guys? What? I genuinely have no words for this, guys. I don't know what to say. I literally just like what it was like for me. It was like every time she got to a new song, it was like, okay, this is the best thing ever. And it was like, oh no, this is the best one ever. It was like, oh, this is the best thing ever. And then it was like, I thought we were gonna peak at INVU, but then those last two songs, oh, did she raise the bar? She took it from being like in heaven to like Euphoria to Cloud 9, all in just 3 different songs. I mean, I am speechless beyond belief. I mean, I knew TAEYEON was a freaking singing goddess, but my goodness, did I not realize how many phenomenal songs she has. So much versatility in the genre she can do. You know, the vocals that she can like play around with, whether it's more pop vocals, ballad vocals, just whatever you want to say. I mean, she is the whole entire package all in one, like, person, you know? I mean, I've never gotten chills so much from a singer on a Killing Voice before. I mean, I'm like, I don't know what to say. I really don't. I genuinely just don't know what to say to this. I mean, every song in itself was so perfect. I mean, yeah, there's some that blew me away more than others. Of course there is. That's just how it goes on Killing Voices, you know? The idea is to really build you up in the song choices, basically. You know, so, like, you know, for me, there's going to be some days where maybe something like the OST songs are going to hit harder than something like the rock one she started with. Or some days maybe the rock one will hit harder than the OSTs. But in that moment, that musical journey she just took us on was one of the greatest things I've ever experienced in my life, honestly. I'm genuinely being honest right now. I mean, I probably will go watch this again at some point later today. Of course, I got to edit this video for you guys. Of course, you're watching this already posted now, but like in this moment that I'm recording, I actually still edit it for you guys, you know, and get it uploaded. But you know what I mean. So it's like Queen TAEYEON has entered the building and has left a goddess, a vocal goddess, we'll say. I mean, gosh, there's so many good songs that were put in here that I want to do a reaction like all of them, but like I don't. That's so much stuff to react to. But anyways, my point, what I want to really say though is, guys, if there's any songs from this that are just phenomenal, just like iconic TAEYEON songs that I just absolutely need to do a reaction to, then please let me know in the comments down below, and I will 100% do that for you guys. And of course, if you guys like this video, please go ahead and drop a like for this, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will go ahead and also place the reactions, I should say the Killing Voice reactions for you guys over here for you guys to check out. If there's any other Killing Voices that you're interested in that I've reacted to, especially ones I mentioned in the beginning, then please go ahead and dive into those. And as always, thank you all for watching, especially more than anything, and I will see you guys in the next Killing Voice. So, yeah. Anyways, guys. Okay, bye!